Hi. So I'm going to talk about some of my goals for 2024. While I make some tip-ins for my tarot journal. Because I have some ideas that I want to do for next year. I want to make some things easier for myself for next year. It's more actually accurate, a way of putting that. So for next year, I have a couple goals, which is one, I want to finish at least one of my tarot study. At least finish one of the four tarot decks that I'm currently studying. I don't know if the video that I made about how I study tarot will be out by the time you see this. Probably not, actually. Just thinking about what other videos I have pre-filmed. It might be though, so we'll see. I should look, see what that. I might try to make this video come after that one, but we'll see. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out which one I want to go in here, because I want one of these ones that has the weight on the back, so I can write on it, but then when it's sitting, it also just look pretty. Actually, oh, I don't have, I was trying to see how I did it in my other journal, tip-ins, and I don't see my previous tarot journal. Oh no, okay, it's under this book. Sorry, this video is going to be a mess and all over the place, but it'll be fun. Okay, cool. So I just sort of like, so actually I'm wondering, I could have to do it this way, take the weight. Okay, so maybe then I don't care, and I can just write on top of it. So then I want probably something a little bit more simple than that one. But so anyway, that's one of my goals, is to just like finish one of them. I'm currently in the middle of 4 deck studies, so I'd like to finish one this year, or next year. Another thing that I want to do next year is I want to dip my toes a little more into astrology. And I do mean a little bit. Like, I'm going to pick up the Astrology Within You, at some point in the year. Don't know when. I just know that that is a thing that I definitely want to pick up at some point. Actually, I think that brown will work actually really well with the theme that this list is going to entail. And then I can just tip this into this back page, and then I can just have access to it whenever I need it. Making sure. Sorry, there's like so much loose paper in here. Because this is my box of loose paper. Another thing that I want to do next year is I want to study more Greek mythology. I'm currently going through another Greek mythology hyperfocus. So I want to at least once a month either read like a translation of one of the original texts, or like read a retelling. And I've kind of mostly got the list together of what I think tentatively is going to happen. 2 of them were really easy for me because I will just be reading Katie Roberts' Dark Olympus books that come out this year. So January and August were pretty easy for me to figure out. I think. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out if I want to decorate this page or not, or if that's going to be too much. Like, if that's going to be too extra. So there's that. Another thing I want to do, and we'll see if this actually happens. I want to be a little bit more, I don't want to have like a no-buy year for decks, but I definitely want to have like a more restrained deck buying year this year, and in the coming year. Like for certain, because like for certain I'm definitely going to be buying the Seasons of the Witch that come out next year. But actually, sorry, I found another little, like, I made this a while ago, and it's so pretty. And I just kind of made it, and I've, like, literally never where to put it. I think it might actually go really well on this page. What this page is going to be. Some of you will probably have already seen what this page is. Because I will probably post it in the Weavers Discord once I finish with it, which will be long before this video comes out. thinking. Sorry, I'm trying to decide. I have a very limited. This is one of my washi tape rolls. I have a couple of these. This one actually is the only one that's not on a like gift card. This one's actually like on an acrylic board. It was designed to hold washi tape. But I'm trying to decide if I want to use this washi tape because I have a very, very limited amount of this, and I don't think they sell it anymore. I have more on the actual roll, but like I'm running out. So I think we're gonna use Kiki. This Kiki's delivery washi tape on here. Oh, I should flip this to actually Kiki. But yeah, so like and there might be like a tarot deck in there somewhere, but like I've brought in so many decks this year. Like I'm pretty sure that I like single-handedly doubled my collection, and I don't have a problem with having a large collection. It's just that like, you know, I really need to take a step back and you know, reevaluate my personal budget, and tarot decks in 2023 was a fair amount of unintentional spending. So it's more just being a responsible adult kind of thing. Like I said, though, it's not gonna be like a, oh, I'm not buying decks at all. It's just gonna be a more intentional, thoughtful process, I should say. Another goal I have for 2024 is to finally finish my deck. For those of you who don't know, I have a deck that I'm working on since the summer, that I'm hoping to have, sorry, I'm checking this again, to have done in the new year. I was hoping to have it done by, like, February. That's not happening. There's still so much work to be done. Although I have made it a little bit easier for myself with that I'm going about it, which is that, like, so most of the cards are started, and some of them are finished, some of them aren't. So what I'm doing is I'm writing the guidebook, and when I get to a part of the, talking about a part of the card that's not finished, I then have to work on it. But it's still chugging along. I also know that I want to redo the backs again. I've done the backs like twice now, and I'm worried like they could be better. Sorry, I'm just trying to mechanically try to figure out. Every time I've done tip-ins, I swear, I'm like, forget how I did them. Every single time. It's like not even funny. Oh, that's right. This one, okay. I was trying to be like, I had a tip-in this one, but I took it out. Also, I literally had it like in here, which made it a little bit easier. But I can't put it there. Actually, I might be able to put it on the other side of here. Because there's like the pockets here. There's a pocket on this, so I might not be able to do it there. I don't really know that I want to tip it in here either. Although it would mean that it would get to sit out here when I'm like using the deck. So actually I actually might just put it in the front cover. I kind of wish I kept that one in though so I could see what I did. But no, I was like, I don't need it anymore. Which is true, I don't. But that does mean that I don't know what I was doing here for this. Actually, you know what? I think I can probably find the tutorial that I used. So we're gonna come back to that actually. Well, actually, we're gonna at least put the elixir on the cardstock. I'm using this brown cardstock that I don't even remember where I got. Oh, where's mine? I'm not able to find it. Okay, well, you know, that's fine. We'll just do the other thing that I was gonna do then, which means putting this all to the side at the moment. So let me think. Okay, so we talked about Greek mythology, we talked about astrology, we talked about deck buying, less buying decks. Hang on, I have a list somewhere that I was making. I was like, is there anything else on the list? I mean, I guess I could talk about like what books I'm planning on reading Greek mythology wise, because that's definitely on the list. Oh yeah, there's also some books that I wanted to read that were like not related, that were tarot related. I want to read, well, I want to finish Connecting with the Tarot without Michelle, because I've not actually finished working through that book. Because how I've been working through that book is I've been going through I'm still in the minors, but I've been using it to sort of go through my personal guidebook that I have where I put my own personal keywords for cards. But so I've been going through each card and like taking the keywords that Dawn gives and figuring out which ones personally that I feel like fit the card or aren't too similar to ones I already had, and putting them in, which is why it's taking me a bit of a time to actually get through those chapters of the book. But yeah, so that's a thing. But so I also want to do Cardmancy in Folk, Witchcraft, Divination, Magic, and Lore by Roger J. Horn. Sorry, I just read off the list that I have here. Because I got a different book about reading playing cards, and I found that it wasn't helpful as like it was a nice like primer, but it was very light on some of the information that I wanted. Personally, it wasn't helpful to me personally, so I figured I've seen this book on Catamancy Tarots. Actually, the first two books of this are both ones that I've seen on Joniki's channel. So the other one being The Creative Tarot, A Modern Guide to an Inspired Life by Jessica Crispin. I think that's how you pronounce that. I don't actually know. Sorry, I don't know where I put the body for this, so I've been trying to use the refill just on its own, and it's really difficult. Don't recommend. But so I want to read that, and I want to read Untold Tarot by Kathleen Matthews, I think that's actually pronounced, which is funny because I'm like was so excited that I was like, oh, an author named with my same name, although spelled differently, you know. Because I've only met like one other person who spells it like me, and in my entire life. So there's that. I also want to read 78 Degrees of Wisdom by Rachel Pollack, because despite having read tarot now for almost 4 years, it'll be 4 years in February or in March. I've never read a Rachel Pollack book. Like, and I feel like that's like a weird, especially like I don't know if it's just because like the tarot tube space that I'm in or like what, but I feel like that's such a weird faux pas to have never read a Rachel Pollack book. So I'm planning on doing that. Do not worry, guys. Sorry, I'm moving this to see if. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna cut that out. Y'all just like saw my freaking hand for whatever, because I was trying to make sure there was anything else on the list. But yeah, no, that's the list for that. The list for my Greek books, for anyone who's wondering, these are tentative. Also, I just kind of put them in the months. The months are also tentative, except for January and August are going to be what they are. So January is going to be Midnight Ruin by Katie Roberts, because absolutely, I'm obsessed with the series, and I've also been looking forward to this book so long. This one's going to be a retelling of Orpheus and Eurydice with Chiron, and it's going to be spicy and glorious, and I love everything Katie Roberts does. Psyche and Eros by Lauren, sorry, by, I'm probably pronouncing this wrong, Lauren McNamara. Anyway, my friend, one of my friends that does not read tarot yet, I say yet because she has decks. She buys decks, weirdly enough, and has a small collection of decks, but doesn't actually read tarot. She mostly got them for the art, let's be real here. She has that book, and I saw it, and I was like, ooh, what is this? And I'm trying to think. Sorry. Then obviously I have all 3 of Madeline Miller's books, so, which, okay, I didn't realize she had 3 books, because obviously when anyone talks about her, they always talk about Circe and Song of Achilles, so finding out that she had a 3rd book was news to me. But yeah, so I have all 3 of those. I have Dr. Emily Wilson's translations of both the Iliad and the Odyssey on here. Dark Restraint by Katie Robert. The Works and Days translation, and I don't remember the author that I was looking at specifically for this, because I did some digging and some reading, and the general consensus was that this was a good one to do, so, from the internet. So then, I'm also probably going to finally get around to reading The Heroes of Olympus. But I was trying to debate whether or not I was counting those, or if I might try to find some other ones. But we'll see. We shall see. But yeah, those are sort of like my 2024 goals when it comes to like tarot and my practice. I'm putting sort of my Greek mythology studies here just because the Hellenic Oracle, which, okay, this is the bag that it currently lives in, but this is the bag it currently lives in, because this bag eventually, I specifically bought this deck to eventually hold my tarot, my Oracle when I finish it, but once you combined the Hellenic Oracle and the expansion, they do not fit back in the bag they come in from like playing cards, so that's the tentative home for that. Till I finish my own Oracle. And then my Oracle will go there, and I will get another bag. I want to get one from Crystal Haven. I don't know if I want to get one of the actual, like, ones that she made in collaboration with Thea. Because there's, like, really pretty pomegranate one in her shop, and it might be gone by the time I have the expendable funds for a tarot bag. But I kind of like the fact that it's a dark bag. Like, I love these, the bag made with Thea, don't get me wrong. But they're all, like, cream and white, and I kind of like the fact that it's not. But we'll see. We'll see what I do. We'll see what happens, what I get for that. But yeah, I'm gonna, at some point, this is gonna go in a Crystal Haven bag, and my deck will go in this piggy bag that I made for it. Or that I got for it. I didn't make, obviously. Dear God. Well, this has been fun, my rambling, and I hope this was somewhat entertaining. But I'm now gonna clean up what it just fell over. Have a lovely rest of your day.